Hey everybody, hey everybody. You know what? I will get the intro right from the beginning. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us again for another episode of the Church Communications Podcast. I'm your host, Daryl Girardier, and with me as always is my wonderful co-host, Katie Allred. Today's episode is brought to you by Tidely. Tidely exists to help the local church thrive by providing mobile giving and church engagement apps that connect people on the go. But what we're super excited about is the church app platform that they've created to help you engage with your church. The Tidely app enables members to take interactive sermon notes, listen to messages on the go, access small group material, check the prayer list, engage with your real-time church newsfeed, and much, much more. Go to churchcommunications.com/free app. That's churchcommunications.com/free app to check out our amazing offer. You can get your free church app free for a whole year. No setup, no monthly fee for a full year. Check it out. Definitely sign up for it.
Check it out.
It's a great, wonderful deal. Katie.
Check it out.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I actually just realized I'm wearing the shirt that there's a poster of literally right behind me.
Oh my gosh, I just...
So, I'm really big Project 615 fan.
Yes.
Obviously, that is very important to me. I don't know what's going on. So.
Yeah, so
what
there we go. I just realized that. That is fantastic. Yay.
Yeah.
That makes my day knowing you did that. There we go. Well, folks, we're recording a little bit early today because we thought we'd try something different. You know, keep the audience, keep you on your toes. That's what we do.
You never know when we're going to go live. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's tomorrow.
And to be honest with you, we don't even know when we're going live. So that's the fun part.
The important thing is that we're doing it weekly.
Exactly.
To keep our advertisers interested.
You are correct. Yes. You know what? Speaking of keeping things a little interesting, Facebook, Katie, do you have some news? It looks like they're maybe making some changes to Messenger. Do we have
They
some
are
news?
making some changes to Messenger. According to Facebook, they are going to start doing they're trying to make it like the customer support hotline. You know, I feel like Twitter was that for the longest time. Like I would always say, the only reason I have Twitter is to have customer support, but it looks like Facebook is really getting into it. They're also adding so much more into visual messaging. Obviously, we got emojis and bitmojis and GIFs, but it looks like they're actually trying to ramp up efforts even more. So those details are vague about what they mean there. But I can imagine it's going to be something like Apple has those emojis that move with your face.
Yeah.
You know, more stuff like that. They're also doing enhanced group chat. And you know what? I love Facebook for group chat. Yeah. I love it for many reasons, but the biggest reason is the difference between the green and the blue, right?
Yes.
When you're on iMessage versus SNS, and those group chats start getting really funky, like because somebody will start a new one all of a sudden because it's like a weird, and not everybody gets those liked. You know what I say? So like it sends out a message of liked this thing or whatever, and it's just super annoying. And so, but with a Facebook message app, it doesn't matter what platform you're on. It looks the same, acts the same, you know who's read it. There's just a lot of really great features in group chat for Facebook. So I'm a huge fan of group chat actually. Yeah.
Do you think they'll eventually go after House Party, you know, with a group video chat? Do you think they'll
Well, I'm hoping eventually this thing that we're doing right here, me and you, will be able to go live in the group without us having to use a third-party platform, like, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know that many platforms are happy with us talking about their platform, but at the same time, it's like, okay, can Facebook just hurry up and make this broadcasting tool for us? Because it seems like the natural progression.
Yeah.
Facebook actually just released in groups this thing called Watch Party. Have you heard about that?
No.
Okay, so they just released it, and we can actually do one in our group. An admin has to start it, so I have this option, and it says like I need to drag video over to it to watch, and I don't know exactly how to do it.
Okay.
Like I've been trying to figure it out the last couple of days, and I'm like, I guess it's like I have to actually upload video to this watch party, and then apparently we can all watch the video together as a group.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know what that means. Like, what are they doing? Like, trying to get us to all watch a movie together, like as a group or something? I don't know. That's interesting, though. I'm wondering what that means. I think that would be cool.
Concept.
Like, you have friends all the time who are like, I just wish we could watch this movie together, and you can't. So it'd be cool if you could be like, oh, let's pull over this title from Netflix
Yeah.
And hey, we'll just sit in this chat on Facebook, have the Netflix embed, and be able to chat about it in real time via Facebook's platform. I don't know if they would ever, combine with Netflix or whatever. If they're only going to do like Facebook Watch, right?
Yeah.
Because Watch is like the cool thing that they're trying to start, their own video platform, if you will.
True.
But I think that it might be interesting to see what will happen with that. So what does that mean for churches, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be great if you have your small groups already in Facebook groups, and you can be like, oh, watch this content together. You can upload content, do like a watch party, and you're all going to watch it at a certain time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's an interesting concept. I think you watching content. Okay, so here's where I think it could really work for you. If you do your groups around small groups, like, so in other words, Facebook groups around small groups, and then everybody watches the same video content together, and then you have and then do either like a house party type chat where you can talk about the material, or do real time layered, chat via text on inside the Facebook group as well. See, that's pretty. Now that to me would make a lot of sense, and I could see a church going, yeah, let's beta test this. Yeah, that's a pretty cool concept. I like that concept a lot. Interesting. Yeah. So
sorry, that was random. I don't know if it's exactly how that works because I still haven't figured it out, like I said. But I think that was the basic idea behind it. So I'm interested to see what that means.
Yeah. I'm with you. All right. Story number 2, Instagram. Instagram is getting some a little bit of love on the Instagram stories. Looks like they're getting some resharing
new features.
What are those going to look like, Katie?
It says that the next big stories feature could let you compliment or trash talk other people's feed posts by embedding a see post button to promote your own. So basically, like, you could embed an Instagram post inside of your Instagram story and be like, what is this? So I think it actually would be really cool for churches, right? Because if you're sharing like a Bible verse and this person's like, this Bible verse really meant something to me this morning or whatever, they can easily reshare that content. For the longest time, Instagram was trying really hard not to have a true regramming feature, right? Because there's plenty of unofficial things that let you regram things, but this is actually probably going to be the closest actual thing that is going to happen. So far, it hasn't totally happened. It's only happened for brands. Like, they've been able to cross-promote using this. But I think it's coming to everyone very soon. We'll put the TechCrunch article in the feed so you can see the pictures, because I think the pictures help make it make more sense.
Yeah.
But essentially, you're going to be able to just put a picture, like the Instagram thing, like actual Instagram, but in your feed from someone else. So, like, say you want to quote Kylie Jenner, you could do that in your Instagram story.
Right.
So,
and by the way, that's the example they use. We did not pick this example they used in the thing. They use a Kylie Jenner thing.
I pick Kylie Jenner all the time. Yes. I'm like, what's that girl up to? Just kidding. I don't even know who she really is, to be super honest.
So walk me through, Katie. Walk me through a little bit. Like, okay, so if I'm a church, is that? I guess I could promote my own. I could promote my own posts, or I could promote a church member's post, I guess, or call them out like in a great way, like a volunteer or something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Yeah, if somebody took a picture at church and you're like, yeah, that's a cool picture. Yeah, you could like say, hey, thanks for joining us at church this morning or something. I don't know. Of course, that gets a little hairy if there's children involved. Don't do that. Yeah. But if somebody like took a picture at your church and they're promoting something or they're talking about a ministry or ministry opportunity, then what a great way to like reshare what they're doing for you. I think it's like a good pat on the back. So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, good for them. Good for not stealing everything that Snapchat does. Yay. Good job, guys. All right.
It's just a new thing. I think that's good.
Yeah. Here, we're going to jump on this. I'm going to switch the order just a little bit here. YouTube has got something new they're working on. Folks, they are working on making it easier for you to stream from your desktop. So check it out. They are. Yay. So if you go to youtube.com/webcam and you click on go live, basically you can go live from your desktop now. No additional encoding software is needed. You basically can just go straight from your desktop to live, which if you think about it, if you can find a way to hook up your webcam to be like an HD camera and like a feed in from a soundboard, basically means you probably could take your worship service and go straight live to YouTube without paying
A dime.
yeah, without paying a streaming company is what it looks like. I mean, they're trying to make it easy. They're trying to put they're trying to actually do an actual go live button on the desktop as well. And if you look, they actually have on their, and we'll actually the link we're going to post in the show notes is actually from their creator blog. So they've actually apparently got this whole program, a YouTube directors program, which by the way, I did not know this, that if you spend $350 in ad money with YouTube, you will they will send somebody to go film a 30-second spot for you, like direct it and film it for you. Yeah. Just look up look up YouTube director program, like ad money or AdSense or whatever it is.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
But yeah, check it out. But apparently I read that today. That's what they're doing. This is all part of their push of getting you to create more content for YouTube, and obviously wanted to get into live. So I know we have conversations about this in our group all the time about, do you guys using StreamMonkey, Pixel Faith, High Vision, Church Stream Live? What are you using? But if you're looking for a free option, this looks like they're making their way towards being free. Which, if you're a church, free is always the best price. So there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely worth checking out. And our last story, which if you have been on the internet in the last, 72 hours, is in regards to our friends over at Facebook. They have been, shall we say,
Facebook.
They've been slightly, I would say, in trouble, if you will, over some stuff regarding Cambridge Analytica. And we're going to post to about 4 hours ago, Mark Zuckerberg finally posted a response to the whole situation. If you don't know about the situation, it's kind of hard to believe you don't because it's all over the news. Long story short, somebody scraped some data at Facebook. Cambridge Analytica did, and how they used the data they scraped was apparently violation of the terms. That's the short, way over condensed reductionist version of the story. Obviously, Zuckerberg and all of them are really upset. But I bring up the post because what he does is, since 2007, he lists the
times he messed up.
The times he messed up. He goes like 2007 we did this, 2013 we did this, 2014 we did this, 2015 we've done this. And basically kind of tells the whole story, but in it saying like, hey, along the way, we've cleaned up this platform. And so I post this not because I think it's going to change, not to post it to say like, you guys should stop using Facebook. That's not what I put it in the show notes for. I put it in the show notes because I think it's one of the things we have to be aware of, that when we build our entire digital strategy on platforms that lose $36 billion in a day. Whoops. So this is always that friendly reminder anytime like something like this happens, or if Twitter, something happens over Twitter or any of those channels, that this is why it's important to have what some people think are stupid things, but important things like an email list, a website that you own 100% of. The fundamental core basics don't change, because moments like this is when you're glad when you have things like that. So the fact that the platform does radically change in some way, shape, or form, you can start over. You can start over, and if in case they do decide to totally go a different direction, which again, I'm not saying they are going to, but it's one of the things you just want to kind of keep in your back of your mind, of that when you deal with Facebook, there's a trade-off. You're giving them info, they're giving you a service, but there is going to be a trade-off for that. So as Justin Neva points out in the chat, he's like, never put all your eggs in one basket. And I think that's probably something a lot of us, in regards to how we've handled our digital platform, some of us have done that, where we put all of our eggs into that single basket. So it's definitely let's not do that. So there we go. Yeah. Katie, do you have anything you want to lift up?
Also, don't do any. I want to lift up not giving personality test all your profile information.
Yes.
What were all of you thinking in the first place?
Exactly.
Oh, this will be fun. Just kidding. It's who it is though. It's always like your aunt.
Oh,
you got one aunt who's like only doing personality tests all the time, and I'm like, or they're like, I need to know if I know all Southern Baptist lyrics. I'm like, you do though. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to like get a thing that says you do. Like, you do. Let's be honest.
Can we just say that there's a little bit of irony of like, I don't know if you grew up in this, but you grew up with like your mom or dad or whatever telling you, don't play video games, get off the video games, go outside and play.
Right.
And now I'm living in a world by which parents and grandparents, I'm like, can you get off of Facebook for 2 seconds?
Play?
Are you cool with that? Can you like not play, Farmville or whatever game you've got cranking out there on Facebook and just like, I don't know, enjoy life.
I know. Oh, how the tables have turned,
Oh,
right?
yes, they have.
And I'm not against. I have a couple of friends who announced today after this message from Mark or whatever that they were going to delete their or deactivate or whatever their Facebook accounts, and they're not sure when they're going to come back or whatever. And I don't totally disagree with them.
Yeah.
There are definitely some times I wish I could delete mine.
Right.
It was so funny. There was like some tweet that I really, really loved. I retweeted the other day. That was like the next James Bond movie is James Bond just trying for 7 hours to get his information off of Facebook.
Yeah.
And so, I get that. Sorry, that was a random lift up. Is there anything that I'm loving and digging right now besides my Project 615 shirt and my Project 615 poster? I'm digging the Big Idea Conference that's coming up.
Yes, we're in the full throes of planning, and I'll be honest with you, like our registration is going quite well, a little more well than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, we didn't think it was going to go this well. So if you're going to come, you better go ahead and register now.
Please register now because we need to know if you're coming.
Yeah, we really need to know. So if you're going to come, please just let us know. It's no big deal, but please let us know. If you want to get in cheaper, you can use the code Adam.
Yeah, let's use the code Adam. Use the code Adam.
ADAM.
ADAM. Use that code Adam and you get $25 off. But
I know. Wild.
We are working around the clock to figure out how to give you more breakouts. We're figuring out how to we just
move things around.
We're moving things around. We just, by the way, officially landed on our taco bar sponsor. So our taco bar we're nailing that down, folks. So taco bar is on its way. So we're super excited about this thing,
It's something I'm feeling really passionate about. Do you have any like book recommendations or anything?
I do. I have a couple book recommendations, and I actually have them at my desks.
Look at you. You're going to pull them out right now.
First book is this book, which is
Orbiting
the Giant Hairball. If you work in a church that is highly corporate, and I don't mean that in a bad way, they're just like really structured, like almost where you think you're wearing a straitjacket, read this book.
Yeah.
This book right here is fantastic. Our entire team is reading through this book right now. It's really good about how do you navigate the corporate life of the world that you currently live in. And I really think you should. It's a good book. It's an odd book, but odd book in all the really fun ways. So I really am enjoying that. The other book I think you should read right now, and it just came out or is going to come out. I got an early copy of it. Is this book right here called Creative
You're so
Potential.
Cool.
Yes.
Getting early books.
Luke McElroy. And if you don't know Luke runs the SALT conference. He's this amazing guy.
The SALT conference used to be at Brentwood.
Yeah, we used to host it at Brentwood. And I love Luke. Luke's fantastic. And anyway, he wrote this book, and it's like 200 pages, and he just killed it. And so I'm really excited for him. So anyway, you should go check both those books out. I'm really digging the Orbiting Giant Hairball book. I really think it's a great team read because I think it'll spark a lot of conversations in your team.
You'll be mad a lot.
You will be mad a lot. I will tell you that. Not as mad as when we read. What was the book before that we read?
Deep Work.
Deep Work. My team has never been more mad than I think when we had to read that book.
Because none of us can do it. Even after reading it, we're all like, "Well, that's a pipe dream."
That was a pipe dream. Thanks, Daryl. So that's what I do.
Thanks for inspiring us to not do that.
Exactly. That's what I do. So,
okay. So bigideanashville.com if you want to come to the conference. I think we forgot to mention that. If you want to check us out, you can go to churchcommunications.com.
Yeah.
You can also find us on a Facebook group. Lately, I've seen more and more as I've added people to the group that you have found us via the podcast. So I want to make sure that you can find us everywhere. So we have a Church Communications Facebook group, and you can find us at churchcommunications.com.
Yep. And if you are listening, subscribe on iTunes, or if you're watching on YouTube, hit the little red subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook, like and share. We would love that as well. Again, we are so thankful for you guys, and we hope you guys are coming to Nashville to the conference because we'd like to meet a lot of you face to face. That's one of the things. Honestly, that's the whole reason to hold the conference. We just want to hang out with you guys. That's it.
Any tacos.
Any tacos. That's what we want to do. So you guys have a great Wednesday night. If you're at church, keep plugging away at it. And, if you're at home, just relaxing. Hope you have a good night, and we will talk to you soon. Take care, guys.
Bye.